Versus Tunic Celt versus Celt, looking mirrored up so far, and Japanese pocket from unexpected here in the yellow colour. And to round it all off, it's going to be, of course, the main to be played by Squeak. So we have mirrored Sips again once more, but they're all mirrored on the side. There's no excuses, there's no, I was Goths and I was up against, oh no, sorry, I was like mains and I was up against Goths, I was so screwed, man, like, I died. Hey. Eli Manning got me a championship last season, okay? Sort of. When I wasn't playing Drew Brees when he was sucking, okay? I had Eli Manning to back me up. Okay, and also I played Roethlisberger for one game, and then he got me 8 points, so I dropped him, and then he scored like 30 next game, so that was a disaster. I didn't have any good QB picks, really. It was just down to like my tight end and my, and of course, on the championship game, Frank Gore scored me 29 points. That was beautiful. Frank Gore, he was so crap all season, but against the Dolphins, he got me a championship. Love the guy. Come on, the Eagles shenanigans? Yes, there is. There is some Eagles shenanigans. There is Winchester stealing a ball. That's nice. That's going to be a real pain in the backside for Squeak. Sorry, I was just drinking a beer as well, which is terrible timing, but the ball is secured. But there's also, ooh, there's like Squeak's going to take a ball of his own back. He's like, okay, you take one of mine, I take one of yours, and it looks like Winchester is in hot pursuit. So the Eagle is gonna hopefully try and bring it back. Too many ball, oh poor you. Too many balls taken at once, it seems, and it looks like Squid's gonna take it back to space, and it will be a job well done. I don't think Winchester can contest this. It's a lot easier, really, for Squeak to. Oh, Squeak, come on. Oh, Squeak, come on. I was about to say it is a lot. Oh, he's gonna lose the scout. Yeah, he's got. Blimey, this is ballsy. But he only got the one attack on it, so the ball doesn't have the aggro. It's gonna go back, and he can't. Don't contest it, Squeak. Oh, he's gonna lose the scout. Everybody, let's have 30 seconds of silence as we watch the ball go back. That ball, man. I thought that was a done deal. I don't even think it was luck. Like I think Squeak was just that tile distance for the ball to lose its aggro. When you see like Eagles taking balls on someone, it is generally a lot easier because the way the Aztec warrior like moves and so on, it's a lot easier to control when stealing a ball. And when you got a situation, you can just all you gotta do is just zigzag a little bit more, and you should be able to take that. And I don't want to criticize because it is hard stealing balls, of course, especially against someone like Winchester. But honestly, I feel like that was a done deal. Like that should have been in the bag, but it wasn't. So that's really unfortunate. He lost his scout on top of that. As soon as he lost that ball, I think he should have run away. One ball is bad, losing to it, but it's not the end of the world. But now he's lost his scout on top of that. Meanwhile, though, looks like Red Bull's going to put his barracks down for a drush. No other ball shenanigans going on over here. Ming Lee from Marauder. He loves the opening of the Ming Lee. Love the chap. Good old Red Bull. And it could be the ball steal could be a good start to set exactly that. However, he is taking dares, so that's all right. He's going to start walling up. It seems already. He may not even go for a drush. It seems. I don't see the barracks coming down from him just yet. It is very late. Yeah, it's far too late for a drush now. So I think it looks like that Squeeze is going to go for a naked FC. He doesn't want to contest the drush because he thinks too far behind. So he's going to start warding up extremely early instead, and then go on the gold and just go for a naked FC. He'll ward to like up here maybe or something like that, and then go on the gold here. Even I think he's going to get housed as well. He's going to get housed. Yeah, quick house from Squeak. It's like ah. Anyway, though, Drush coming out, of course, from both the Celt players here with that speed bonus. Looks like one took a hefty amount of damage. Probably from a wolf or something. Oh no, one did go down. Oh, okay, one mission even went down. That's really bad. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention, it seems. I was focusing on a house from Squeak. But anyway, the big advantage right now for, it seems, for Red Bull is Gary's like 1.5 militia. Like, that's a half militia right there, people. He's going to run it away, of course. He's going to try and get it... Now, quickly, I think... He's too late, Red Bull. Yeah, he's going to try and quickly house wall this. Just try and trap the militia in. But the militia are now going to stand up and fight this. But now, we'll again run away. He's just trying to delay, of course, these militia from getting to his own base. He's just going to just run away with the vills. And it's one of those things where Red Bull has to focus these units down. Because otherwise, they're going to get into his base or something and just start annoying him. It's one of those weird concepts. Bit of engagement now starts to come out, of course. And, oh, wow, Gary's units, you're so weak, buddy. He's really trying to pick off Archcove and Scout there. But that wasn't going to work. Who is this Red Bull? I have no idea who this Red Bull is, honestly. I need to start, like, finding out, like, these sort of things. So I can start saying, like, oh, it's this guy. Like, I know this. I really need to know. Because it would help me out a lot. Anyway, though, it looks like Gary is in the feudal age, of course, with a pretty decent set of walls. It's pretty nice. He does, however, got pretty exposed wood lines back here. And, of course, Archer Age Blacksmith will be dropped. Oh, but, oh, looks like Red Bull's going to run into TC. No! Oh, God, Red Bull. Oh, Red Bull. He just lost all that advantage for nothing. And he himself has only got to the feudal age just now. And look at his resources. He even lost a Vil there. And I swear he took 2 boars. So... this isn't fun for him. There's no way he has enough food to click up on for an FC. Vic building military. Yes, he is. He's on 4? Yeah, as expected, he's main flying archers, of course, as it goes up. That's pretty expected stuff. I am, however, a lot more curious on Red Bull's position because there is no goddamn way he gets up at a decent time. Like, look at this. 500 food. He's building 2 vills. Oh, I tell you what, it's gonna... He hasn't got enough farms. 3, 4... Alright, he's got decent amount of farms. I think he needs like 1 or 2 more to help him go up here. Like, something went up. Like, even took a few deer. Like, I'm not perfect by any means, but Gary's already kicking up to the castle age. Like, 600 food. He even dropped 2 archer range, but where's the blacksmith? Where is the blacksmith, Red Bull? He's doing more walls. Wait, he's doing skirms? Okay. He's even lose a second bill here, maybe to the scout. It's got 2 hits left on him. Oh, and then oh, great coordination there. Gary gets involved and picks off with MBL. Oh, beautiful teamwork. Oh, that bill I thought was safe, but it wasn't. Oh, that is so nice. He probably exited out to him and said, "Look, buddy, just give me a quick hand here. Extra scout." Oh, that was such good play. Oh, Red Bull. Anyway, though, meanwhile, it looks like Winchester is going to get some archers, or is that poking and prodding inside Squeak's bases. Squeak is a little bit up ahead here from Winchester. Winchester on 31 vills to 30, so this is actually a good play coming out from Squeak here. Just going for a straight naked FC without any drush. But he is off gold now, it seems, because he got pushed off it by the archers. So he's going to have to do something about that. Okay. Yeah, time to accidentally TC. Oh, but look at this! I'm really sorry I did not see this, but Japanese forwarding right now on Kopf. Okay. That is cheeky. Of course, Kopf is in the castle age, got a siege workshop down, a couple of towers up on top of that on the gold and so on. Really hasn't amounted to much, but he has been pushed off the wood line for a bit. So it is some decent damage, I guess. It's the 28 vills, the 34, but he has clicked up to the castle age, mind you. So yeah, it's decent damage coming out, but I don't think the pressure has done enough at this point, maybe? And Fidget is like, what the F? Because, oh my, oh, great play from Unexpected now. He turns the tension, whoops, said my day, oopsie daisies. turns attention right towards Winchester's base. And it looks like he hasn't been told about this because he just lost a couple of bills on top of that. Now he's got to chase those pesky archers away as he's in the castle. I'm still waiting for the crossbow. There it is, starting to come on through already. Oh, this is a pretty wacky game. I mean, that was really... That's pretty nice. Now Gary, of course, got the crossbow. Hasn't got Bodkin arrow, but he's going to get it now. Sorry, just now, a little bit later, but that's fine. It's okay, because Red Bull's still not even in the castle age just yet. Looks like he's got to try and deal with these archers. Going to try and quickly do a couple of double house wall. One more. Boom. He may lose a Vil. Oh, he's... Oh, nice. That Vil's going to live. And then it's going to trap everything with the Scorpion in tow. Which is actually a very nice, cheap method of dealing with this. And there we go. Those are just as good as dead. All the archers are now down. Maybe we'll see a battering ram soon enough to take care of this forward. Especially with the coordination here with him in Winchester. Now we see here from Squeak, skirmishers trying to put some pressure down right now. But it's just, if I'm being honest, really easy to counter from Winchester. And as well from Kopp. Just a Mangonel or whatever, just easily deals with that. The skirmishers here do absolute jack, quite frankly. Especially as well, they only got +1 range. And of course, with Winchester having, okay, only +1 range himself, but if you hit the +2, maybe like an archer upgrade would be fine. But anyway, like these basic skirmishers just aren't enough, I don't think. He's trying to really focus these two down and won't be able to do so. Yeah, not even elite skirms. That's where it really comes into play when you get elite skirms. There's that battering ram I was talking about, and the Scorpion. Ooh, bit of a cheeky split here with a tower fire could bring the Scorpion down. Wow, really good time splits coming out of here from Unexpected. Only loses one archer. This battering ram is getting focused down, but might be able to seal the deal. Yes, it does. Takes that tower down. Objective complete. We'll send it back to be repaired, and Winchester here is going to try and clean up the rest of these archers, which will buy, I guess, a little bit of time for Unexpected to be going up to the castle age pretty safely, and at the same time for Squeak to be on 3 TCs at this point and getting his own siege workshop down. So he's recovered relatively well, 46 bills to 37, so he's ahead now. P4's Monos. Oh, okay. Well, good to know. So Knight's coming out right here from Archcover's going to try a little bit of pressure on MBL. Sorry for my stuttering there. He's going to try... One monk actually went down there. Well, that's nice. That was a clean kill. Now, MBL, he's got +1 armor. He's got only 3 TCs up. Yeah, and also the one stable. MBL does this quite a bit. It's something I've started to notice a little bit more in team games in particular. He doesn't like to go 2 stables generally. He prefers this sort of more, I'd call it a greedy build, when you go for this 3 TC, when you've got a Knight Civ like Teutons, and plays more defensive, and it can work generally. But meanwhile, up at the top, looks like the rest of those archers will get cleaned up there from Winchester, doing a nice job. Winchester's playing really well, honestly. He's helped out Red with all these issues he's had with the forward. And at the same time, he's on 3 TCs himself. Yes, he's probably a little bit behind to Squeak in terms of Vil numbers. But it does look like he's got a little bit more map presence coming out from him. Like, Squeak's on 8 military, like skirms and like 1 mangonel. What's that back there? Ooh, unexpected. Why are you doing vodka and everything? Okay, that's a bit weird. But it's managed to sneak those bills all the way around and managed to build a stable and a blacksmith there. That's cheeky. I like it. Meanwhile, though, an MPL's base, there's a bit of a skirmish occurring here. A little bit of micro comes from Gary, doing a good job, in fact. It looks like an even trade, but it's keeping it back. It's got now. It looks like MPL's gone for the 3 stables after the 3 TC. Got his economy going, bloodlines coming in, and +2 armor. Where Coburn is Well, he's already got the +2 and the Bloodlines, and he's on 60 builds to MBL 75. So this is where this little greedy build from MBL is going to start paying off. It's going to start pumping out more knights. It's got the similar upgrades already through. And Arch Coven hasn't been able to punish with the earlier upgrades he's got. You'd almost say those stables are unexpected. Yes. Yes. Unexpected. I like the puns. Keep them rolling. So engagement happens right now, but downhill Gary's going to be. And with Red Bull, similar upgrades as well. This should be a good fight here coming out from Arch Coven and Co. Funny. He should clear up. That's really okay, I think. This is actually a good fight. It's looking close, but I think this is a good fight from Arch Coven. This is the sort of fight that he needed, I think. Oh, it was a good fight. I think it was a fairly even trade. But now there's the problem with getting... Oh, wow, he sniped that monk again. Oh, that's disgusting. But the good thing here is that, like, he got a decent trade, I think, out of it. But now, with this MBL, with the better economy, is going to start pushing out. I think it was a decent trade. It could have been better, but it's a decent trade. That's all I can say. Another wolf in tow. What's going on up top, by the way? What is inside the unexpected ranges, huh? More crossbows. And a couple of knights. No upgrades, though, so pretty weak, if you ask me. Now we're seeing Japanese knights as well. Oh, okay, right. Well, that's interesting. The knights here, probably from Unexpected, is most likely to deal with the manga now and to tank up from the tower fire from Kopfschmerzen's base. Who, by the way, is on 58 builds against 54, so again, pretty even. It's kind of like its own little 1v1 world right now with a little bit of Winchester thrown in. And right now, Winchester's trying to start raiding. But it looks like a castle's coming up here from Squeak in a nice position, in fact. It's covering a lot about its base, the entrance into it in particular. However, there are still exposed areas. This entire eco spread, like of the farms and woodlines, very easy to harass. Winchester's going out it the wrong way, I think. What was I saying about the greedy build? Well, like when you three TC 1 stable is a greedy build because you are sacrificing if your opponent's going 2 stables generally map control because you're going to be behind on the knight numbers and especially if they go quite aggressive with the upgrades as well. And if your flank is not having the best of games either, it does put you behind. So it is a greedy build because you've got this sort of window where you're very weak. But now, of course, with the better eco, and now you've got the stables up and running, you're in a decent position. You can clearly see, if you're having top score 102 builds to Arch Coven's like 90, this is where it starts to pay off. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad idea, it just has flaws, of course, which can be exposed. And that's where it comes down to scouting, which I'll talk about later, because, oh, great, man shot flies in, but Mangana will get taken down, and now here comes this fight, but quite a few knights from Arch Coven got the +2 attack on top of this. MBL does not. And with being uphill on top of this as well, this should go rather okay for MBL. This is looking close. But now here come the reinforcements. Red Bull's got plenty of crossbows firing here. And with oh, there goes Gary's units. This is actually a very good fight here for Arch Coven. Now with the extra knights coming through and of course extra crossbows, this should be a clean engagement with the +2 attack as well. Great fight as MBL's hitting the Imperial Age. You really want to limit those army numbers. It's down to 15. That was a really good fight. Like that's the sort of fight he needed. And Squig, by the way, is now at the Imperial Age. Bracer, an elite plumed archer, is done, or going to be done, and he's going to start pushing up forward. And with Winchester not clicked up yet, he's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to try and get a cast up, but oh, look at this! Unexpected with a few crossbows. Going to try and deny it. He won't be able to because there's not enough. But that is nice. Castle will go up though. looks like a monk's going to try and convert the scout. It does convert the scout. And now there's 3 mangonels from Unexpected going to start putting more and more pressure. There is a monk, a couple of monks and a mangonel of Cop's own. And a tower going to do a little bit of damage. This is kind of like its own little 1v1 world here. I love this little plan from Unexpected. I think it's brilliant. Such a pain in the backside for Cop to deal with. Meanwhile, though, on the outskirts of Gary's base, Mangonel and a few crossbows get taken down here by Gary. Great response there. Trying to pick off more, but doesn't seem to be able to. Who's also Imperial himself. Gary, how are you able to do this? Like, I know it's 34 minutes, but the guy's Imperial with 100 vills on the Celt flank, which I think is pretty impressive, by the way, people. He's such a monster. Looking really good for MBL's team. Already doesn't start setting markets up, and that's good because generally when I've been watching MBL play Arabia, like I always felt like he does markets quite late, but this time he's doing it on a good time window, so hopefully this should work out quite well. Meanwhile, it looks like Plymouth Archers trying to get into the back lines of both Kopf and Winchester's base. As Winchester does go up to the Imperial Edge. He's got 2 castles down of his own, but with that being a lot earlier coming out from Squeak, I should be expecting Trebs already. I don't see a Treb yet from Squeak. Is he building any? Oh, come on. Alright, this is a mistake here by Squeak. Okay, he's going to get siege workshops, which clearly means he's going to go for rams. But with you being up much earlier, I really expect, like, trebuchets start coming out and start putting the pressure. Because I think he should know he's much earlier up than his opponent. Like, look at the score as well. Now comes a forward cast on top of the 2 rangers on the hill. Nice positioning there. Same thing for Winchester though, he's going to go rams himself. I think it's better here for Winchester to go rams. But Squeak could have gone a lot more aggressive. In fact, he's going to go through his house and go straight towards Winchester's base through this direction. I like it. Meanwhile though, what's going on the other side? Not a lot in fact. It's quite static. We see 2 cars coming out from Gary. It's mounting up on the other side though for Red Bull and Cohen, a few knights and crossbows. And of course these crossbows are now becoming redundant. You don't get Arbalest with Celts, so he's going to transition in what seems to be Pike and Siege, most likely a Siege Workshop and a few Braxes. But Gary's doing a really good response. He's got Pike of his own, he's already got the archery upgraded, and he has 2 castles, so he could decide to go into the Elite War Raiders, but I think he's gonna. I think he will do eventually. But Halberdier is a better option first. Deals with the Knights from Arch Coven, who's now Imperial Age. Looks like Squeak's gonna start getting a little bit aggressive. His siege ram already done by him. He's gonna start taking out his archery rangers. And now with Winchester, you know, he's got the cap rams. Conscription's being done. He's got to try to deal with this though. I actually really like this from Squeak because he realizes that man fighting this section is going to be hard. It's got a hill, lots of siege workshops be fire. So he thinks to himself, well, not only will I get the corner, which will deny the trade, but also it's much easier to go through. And look at this, like so many elite plumed archers, but loads of siege rams coming out from Winchester. He's going to go for the castle, but with 2 mangonels and lots of plumed archers and siege rams for himself, he should deal with this quite fun, but he loses 1 mangonel to begin with. It's looking pretty tense, but he's got the masonry. Good job on that one. This should stay up, I think. He's putting builds behind to repair it. He's got mangonel. I think this is going to be fine. They're very weak, these siege rams now. Yeah, he's not going to let this castle go down. This shouldn't go down. Yeah, easy game. There you go, people. Easy game. On the other side, meanwhile, looks like an engagement did happen. Looks like MBL lost quite a few paladins, but it's looking still good there for MBL. I think he's got some decent military coming out. The paladin upgrade already through. Arch Coven does need to get himself, but he's going to get plate mail armor. Coven? Plate mail armor? I think he... not sure that's the upgrade he wants to get, but anyway. Orange just started to come out. And you're going to get the fortified wall, looking to try and wall up for trade. Lots more stables getting pumped down. What is Coven up to? Like, Coven's got halberdiers of his own. Oh, okay, right. That's interesting. Both players gonna go for, I don't like when you both go for that route. Unless Red Bull's gonna start getting elite Woe Raiders out, then maybe it's okay, but this will just allow Gary to go heavy Scorpions, or even the Oranges do just about okay if he gets some good shots off. Anyway, up top over here, looks like Squeak is just pushing. Yeah, like, lots of Siege Ram. This is actually looking pretty legit. He has got Trebuchets out as well, which is nice. He's looking really bad for Winchester. He's going to lose one castle already, which is on the sort of flatter ground. It's looking pretty bad here for Winchester. I'm not sure what he can get because Kopf is still in the castle age. He's got a few problems of his own. Because also, Elite Samurai just got created here by Unexpected. And it feels like, to me, like Kopf is in his own little world. I don't really blame him. He had to deal with this bloody forward over here. And now he's sort of going to get back into the shape, but it's just too late. All this space being created by Unexpected from earlier on has helped out Squeak so much that he can probably 1v2 this to a degree. But he won't even need to because, again, as I said, Elite Samurai being done by Unexpected. And lots of sling coming out to Winchester as well from Kopf to try and get him back in the game. But I'm not too sure. I think it's too late. Like, it's just... Like, look at this. 63 military to 23. And he's getting a sling. That's not gonna work. Anyway, down the south though, looks like a bit of an engagement has happened here. Looks like Red Bull's pushing forward with lots of halberdiers. Woe Raiders coming up from Gary. Looks like he's lost a few trebs. In fact, he lost 3 trebs. And his own castle's coming down here. He needs a little bit of help from MBL, but MBL looks to be caught up in a few problems of his own with these annoying halberdiers, but Unexpected playing a really good role here, sending his Elite Samurais, and those will just chew him up. Yeah, a Kopf is slinging, and I don't think it's gonna work. It's just too late. There's just too much coming out of Squeak right now. Lots of plumed archers, lots of rams, and even trebs. You should probably pack these 3 trebs up and start focusing on the next castle, but at the moment he's not doing that. The sling, I don't like the sling. It's too late for this to work. And oh, look at this from Gary. I love it. It's so good. Just he's read this perfectly. He's realized that not only is really that Archcomb is making just Albs, but also so is Red Bull. So heavy Scorpions it is. It's a good reaction. Now with MBO, of course, can be tanky up the Paladin of his own. And again, it does sort of like okay against the Woe Raiders as well. It's a good reaction. I like it. Oh, Gary Bowsaw, really? 46 minutes? Okay. He's lost the point. So Archcomb now going to start switching it back into Paladins, but I feel like he's lost a lot of momentum and a lot of time. He's still streaming in Halbs, but that's just not going to work. Man, those Scorpions do damage. Anyway, up top, Squeak is just monstering this. Like, more and more. Someone said in the chat, like, he is the, he's like the weakest unit, but he is top of the score. He's playing really well. The argument could be said that he had kind of like a free game, but he lost the ball to begin with, and he's come back and played well. And the large part of it has come down to Yellow. Like, Unexpected. He provided a lot of space. He put pressure on Winchester. He did pressure on Kopf. And that just brought Squeak to go 3 TCs. Easy boom. Let's go up. Plumed Archers now going to switch to Elite Eagle Warriors and El Dorado. Try and close this game out. Even MBL's popping up top here as well with his own Paladins. And where are they going to trade to and from? Like, honestly, here? This market? That's not, like, really long of a trade, is it? Meanwhile, though, it looks like this side's still being contested. Both players trying to trebuchet down their own castles. The other opponent's castle, sorry. So looking pretty like it doesn't look like any side sort of winning, it's just kind of even trade, except the castle does go down, which is very nice. That is a good result, I will admit. But right now, Red Bull is pushing in here with a lot of Warrior Raiders. The Scorpions trying to do as much damage as they can, but there's no backup from MBL. And now the Paladins can get involved and just clean up those Scorpions. Easy peasy. So far, it's still a decent result, though, I think, for Gary. He takes the castle down and still holds his own. And now here comes MBL with plenty of his own Paladins and should be able to clean this up. Back at top. Oh, looks like a little bit of a fight back coming out from Winchester. Pops out 3 siege rams from the siege box. The 4th one joining shortly. And Arbalest. You don't want to see Arbalest from mains generally at this stage. You want to see Plumed Archers, but tries to take out a Castle Haven Squeak. I don't think Squeak would care that much, honestly. He's got plenty of castles to pump Plumed Archers from. And now he's just starting to man fight against Archcoven. 4-6 lineup. Could lose them though to these Paladins. They're quite weak. There we go. 4 Trebs gone. That wasn't intended, but it goes down nonetheless. The castle stays up from Winchester. You still have a couple of castles left. Now we see Cop going to the Imperial Age here. He's getting Rangers down. Probably seeing, I would say, Skirms. But they're going to get wrecked. We even see Unexpected going heavy Scorpions. The Samurais alone would do enough against the Skirms. Meanwhile, back at the bottom, we are seeing a little bit of a push coming out from Gary here. He's going to take another castle out. Now with the backup, of course, from MBL. Oh, Gary, look at this. Like, come on. Full pop as well. Yeah, other side, GG already. I think this game could be GG. Like, this side's pushing, of course. Like, Winchester's sort of half dead. Yeah, he is dead, actually. And Kopf is not providing an awful amount, really. He's getting Parthian tactics. That's the wrong upgrade, but he's making crossbows, in fact. I think he... I think... Okay, yeah. I think he just clicked off to get Arbalest. I'm still trying to find out where Vince's economy is. It's 72 bills for 9 idle. It's more towards his back end here, really. But it isn't looking that great. At the south, more and more of a push. This is just looking all together nice and clean. I can't see a way back in right now for Archcoven's team. Like, some miracle has to happen here. Like, either Squeak has to, like, massively cock up, which I don't think he will do. That castle's very weak, in fact. But that Ram War went well for Winchester there. Might take out a castle with this. I think he could split the 2 rams here, like 2 rams for this, and then 2 rams to go up top, but, yeah. Anyway, though, he will be focusing more towards the south here, and Winchester's got a few Plumed Archers finally of his own. And siege rams. Alright, this may not look so terrible. But now we're starting to see Unexpected drop the lots of racks. Alright, okay. Well, that's a little bit unexpected. Meanwhile, at the south, it's still looking pretty good though. I mean, Unexpected just pushing in with... I really like this. It's coming down to here with the Samurai. It just destroys Halberdiers. And it man fights generally well against the Paladins. And there's nothing that right now... Yeah, Red Bull can't hold this. He's going to get Heavy Scorpion now, but that's too late, if you ask me, to try and deal with this. And there's just too many things to deal with it. Like, there's Orange already out from Gary. There's Paladins there from MBL. There's just too much... The arsenal right now from like Team MBL is just too big, right? There's just too many things taking place right now to deal with it, and it's going so well. Maybe trying to contest up top, but they will lose bottom. That's the thing. As right now, even Squeak is sending in the siege rams, takes out that castle, easy peasy. And he's even trying to do it up top, and there we go. GG gets called there by Red Bull. He's had enough of the game, and of course the rest of the team will follow up most likely. A good game, I think. Unexpected played a really good role. I'm a bit sorry I was kind of caught up late to his forward, but he was Squeak had a bad start, and then Unexpected went for this forward, and this allowed Squeak so much space. Like, Unexpected was a big space creator. He annoyed Vinchester for a bit. He annoyed Kopschmerzen for a large part of the game. And it just bought Squeak all this time. And then if you're letting Mayans just go for a free boom like that, well, that's just deadly. Also, big props, of course, to Gary. I think he played a really solid game once more. It wasn't as good as last game, but he still played, like, for Celt Flank, I think, quite well. He read the game well. He knew what he needed to do each time, like in the how, then got the Orange, didn't commit the Siege on good, then got the Heavy Scorpion. And of course, MBL played really solid too. He went for a very greedy build for the one stable, I think, as Teuton Pocket like that, especially when Archcohen went for two. But it paid off really well because I think Gary had a good early lead, which, you know, basically meant this allowed MBL to once more, like, sort of get away with this. He had also walled up pretty well. So again, he played very well at MBL. It was a solid performance, honestly. I think from MBL, I sort of expected. I did like how I think he realized that he needed to make trade at some point. Yeah, he needed to make trade. Like sometimes it's like a small fault of his. I think in team games in Arabia, to not make trade early enough. I've seen games where I watch him on stream and it's like, why are you making stream? Not stream. Caravans. Oh, not caravans. Trade cuts. Good God. There we are. But no, great game. Archcohen played, I think, relatively well. I would question, however, his Halberdier choice. Oh, I don't play again. Oh crap! No, 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 no. My bad. I would. That's the only thing I honestly would question, and that would be his choice to go out and to reconnect to the server. It seems. That's the other question. I didn't like the halberdier choice. You've got Celts who've got better halberdiers because they're faster. So why would you go halberdiers yourself? The only reason I think it would be viable is if you forward the other player and then do halb and siege. And also I think John TK is also very right there as well. As well to explain, I didn't think the aggression from Vigilster was there. But the argument you can then definitely say is that he like he had to deal with Kopschmerzen's forward. So really, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, he's got to go back and just deal with that problem before going to Squeak. And then by then, Squeak would have had a castle down and everything, so it was just too late. Yeah. It's one of those unfortunate. If he had that TC down, by the way, when he was assigned to attack him, like a minute or so ago before then it would have been fine just to go straight towards Squeak's base and harass him. So that's how I think it went. It's just an unfortunate series of events on the left-hand side. The right-hand side tried to go aggressive, but didn't pay off. Again, it's yeah, that's where I'm sort of like taking it from. So is there any more games? Well, looks like everyone left that team game lobby, by the way. Yeah, you win as a team, you lose as a team. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is very true. How am I doing? This, that's fine. I've